Welcome to day 546 of our Web3 journey. I'm Ed Krasenstein, here with my twin brother Brian. And remember, these videos are being sponsored by NFT Tech. They are an investor in DeSoFi, and DeSoFi, of course, is a Web3 mobile app built on a DeSo blockchain. So, Brian, we got some things to talk about with DeSo today, some big events taking place, but let's get started with Ethereum. What's going on with Ethereum?
Yeah, so investment bank JPMorgan, they kind of gave their opinion on Ethereum following the merge. And they said that there's a couple things that concern them with the transition to a proof of stake consensus mechanism. They spelled out these concerns. And the first major concern is the possibility that this hard fork, where you now have Ethereum proof of work and Ethereum proof of stake, which is the merged Ethereum, they could compete against each other. And the old chain and the new chain could kind of split the community. Remember like 5 years ago when Bitcoin hard forked and there's Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash, where Bitcoin Cash, they wanted to raise the block size to better scale Bitcoin. And there are some of the same concerns then, like, is this going to destroy Bitcoin because you're going to have two different Bitcoins, Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash, it's going to split the community. But what eventually happened is Bitcoin Cash pretty much faded away. It's still out there. There's still people that own it and it still has some value, but Bitcoin actually became stronger because of it. So if the past is any indicator of the future, I don't see that being a major issue because I do think proof of stake is probably the way most people are going to go with Ethereum. There's much more capability. But another concern that JPMorgan had is that the blockchain with the merge may become less decentralized, more centralized, as just a few entities command the majority share of the staked ETH. This is a concern. Personally, I feel that in the long run, it shouldn't be. I think that enough people will begin staking it. And although you will have these staking pools and all of that, I do think that in the long run, it should be adequately decentralized. Will it be as decentralized as a proof of work framework? Probably not.
Yeah, and I don't think that's their intention either. But also going back to JPMorgan, do they ever really have anything that great to say about crypto?
Yeah, I mean, we all know that they have a history of kind of poo-pooing on
Yep.
Bitcoin, poo-pooing on the crypto industry. So I mean, banks obviously are not the biggest fan of crypto, as they likely see it as a competitor. If everything went the crypto route, it would definitely cut out banks. So you got to keep that in mind. But at the same time, they are investors. JP Morgan is a big investment firm. So they do want to invest in things that they think does have a future. So you can't take it with a grain of salt, but so you got to listen to them. But just remember that crypto is kind of competition.
Yeah, exactly. So moving on to DeSo, today at Mainnet is a big day for DeSo because Nader Al-Naji, the creator and founder of the DeSo blockchain, will be speaking at 3:25 Eastern time. It's a short talk. It only goes from between 3:25 and 3:40, so 15 minutes or so. The talk is titled "From DeFi to DeSo: The Path to Decentralizing Social Media," and it is taking place on the main stage. So this is a big talk. You can get a free virtual ticket to watch this event at 3:25 from your mobile device, from your PC. Just go to mainnet.events, and then there's going to be links. I'm going to give the direct link to register for the event in this post. So look above this post or below, depending on your YouTube or on DeSo, and you can get a link directly there. But I'm looking forward to seeing what Nader has to say, and I'm more looking forward to seeing what the reactions from both the media and from just people signing up onto DeSo. We saw a lot of signups yesterday on DeSo because they do have a booth at Mainnet. And I think once Nader talks about it, I think those people in the room will probably be like, let me check this out. And they're going to go to deso.org or Diamond app and sign up.
Yeah, and I actually registered. I'm just still a little confused if we're going to be able to watch it live or if it's going to be a recorded thing that you're going to have to watch later, because it does say access to recordings of the speeches. So I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out. Maybe somebody that does know could reply and kind of fill us in there. It Mainnet has been a success for DSO. I can already tell you that. We're getting a lot of good feedback from the core team saying that they're speaking with a lot of people. You can actually see the new users who are posting, coming to DSO and making their first post by going to the DSO Discord, where It's Aditya kind of helped implement this new space where you can see new posts, new users making posts on DSO. It's one of the subcategories, and there's a steady stream, especially yesterday around like 3 p.m. Eastern time. There's a lot of new users coming on and posting. So it seems to be a smashing success, and I hope we see a lot of events like this in the future.
Yeah, it really seemed like almost a whole team of DSO core team members were there on hand. We saw Dylan Jagger Lee, we saw Malsify, we saw Ash DSO, we saw Nader, of course, um, who we saw Jacob Van. So a lot of them are there, and a lot of them are, meeting with the community. So I think it's exciting. It's an exciting time for DSO, and we'll see what comes out of it.
Yeah, and I'll just say I made a comment saying like they should send somebody to every single crypto event around the world as they happen. And this really wouldn't cost that much money. If they even cost $15,000 per event, if you went to one a week, that's $750,000 or less than 1% of their treasury. Nader actually responded and said that with the hiring of the COO, he's going to be able to send people to these events. The COO could go. Nader said that when he goes, it really takes him away from building DSO. And that's so true. So I'm looking forward to seeing that happen.
Yeah, that's completely understandable. So moving on, NFTZ had a big day yesterday. We launched our new UI UX, plenty of new features on there. The feedback has been amazing. It's been like 99.9% positive feedback, and the negative feedback, I wouldn't even call it negative. I just say it's critical feedback that is kind of like really good ideas that people are giving us. So thanks for all the feedback. Keep it coming.
Give us some negative feedback. We want some negative feedback so we can make things perfect.
Yeah, so we are looking for bug reports still. There's been a few bug reports, nothing major, but we want people to find the bugs so that we can fix them. And this is super important to us. So definitely, if you haven't checked out nftz.me, if you haven't surfed around the site, the app, and checked it out, utilized all the features, definitely go ahead and do so and report any bugs or things that you think are not working correctly to us at NFTZ or M Van Halen. I just want to thank everybody for the feedback they've given, though. M Van Halen made a post this morning asking people to let us know what you expect from audio NFTs. So audio NFTs is something we really want to hit on next. We want to be able to bring audio NFTs to NFTZ, and we think DSO is a perfect blockchain to do that with. So we're looking for feedback from musicians and podcasters and anybody who creates audio for a living or even for a hobby. We want to know like what players you think should be used, what formats we should use. Should we use images? Should we allow a certain type of images, certain size images? How should those images be linked to the audio content? What other type of info do you want, perhaps an extra data? Because we want to make this the best experience for audio NFTs as well. So check out M Van Halen's post and reply to it if you have any feedback to give. And speaking of NFTZ, if you want to, another way to find new posts on the DSO blockchain, you simply go to nftz.me, click on the social button at the top, and there's 3 different tabs. There's new, followers, and hot. And if you click on the new tab, it's going to show all the new posts on DSO. As they come in, you just refresh, and you're going to see all the new posts. Easy way to find new users on DSO, easy way to find the latest news taking place on DSO. So check that out if you haven't already.
Yeah, and we're going to really build out the social aspects of NFTZ over the coming months, doing some really cool things that I think the community is really going to enjoy. But speaking of NFTs, Pixel Angela will be airdropping their Pop Gifts NFTs to the first 20 Pop NFT owners. There are still some available, so you can still pick some up. These Pop Gifts are 16 by 16 looping pixelated NFTs that you can see on the screen right now that are super cool. and would be great for your DeSo avatar or anything else you want to use it for. But check them out. Really great job by Pixelangelo.
Yeah, it really did look cool. I like the idea. So Thorsten, a developer on DeSo OG, who's been here, been developing and developing and developing some more. He added a new feature to his DeSo sign up, DeSoSignup.com. It's a website that helps you sign up to DeSo. It makes it easier. You sign up, you get a little DeSo to kind of help you get started. If you haven't checked it out, check out DeSoSignup.com. So you can now sponsor DeSo sign up, and you can be auto followed just for sponsoring, which is a really unique idea. So basically, when people sign up, when new users sign up through DeSo sign up, they're going to be able to auto follow people, and these are going to be the top sponsors. And the top sponsors are the ones who are contributing money to DeSoSignup.com so that users have enough DeSo in their account to create their profile, to begin using DeSo, to make posts, to diamond, etc. So I love this idea. And if you want to sponsor it, you just send a little bit of money to at DeSo sign up on DeSo, just send a little DeSo there, and you'll become a sponsor.
Yeah, it's a great idea, and it's the community helping the new community. And I think that's important to get people on board, retain them, and keep people excited. So I love this idea by Thorsten. Thorsten's definitely an asset to the community.
So yesterday, Mario Nawfal had another Twitter space. It seems like these are almost daily now, where he gives away like $10,000 each show. And former DeSo core team member Alex Velatis was a guest on the show, and he got to speak in front of about 1,600 live listeners. He mentioned how he would like to see more use cases emerge in crypto that aren't dependent on liquidity, such as DeSo. It's an interesting conversation. You can go back and watch it if you weren't there live. So I definitely recommend doing so. Alex Velatis is a super knowledgeable person in the crypto space. We were so lucky to have him working on DeSo for such a long period of time. He's also started his own Twitter spaces on Twitter surrounding NFTs. So Mario, Alex, both DeSo OGs who are invaluable to the crypto community.
Oh yeah, definitely. Both great people. And I totally agree. I think that DeSo is a perfect example of a crypto that it doesn't really rely on liquidity, but it relies on the use of it. So as you use any of the DeSo nodes, you're using the crypto as kind of this I don't want to say gas, but kind of this mechanism to communicate with people and give them tips and buy their coin and buy NFTs. There's just so many great, unique ways to use the DeSo coin. And I'd love to see the crypto space really adopt things like this more often, because I think that's where things are headed. Like, people have in their mind that crypto is just a store of value, but it's so much more, and it can be so much more. And I think DeSo is one of the examples.
Yep.
So I want to get on to the top NFT bidders over the last 24 hours, according to NFTZ. These people bid on the most DeSo NFTs on the DeSo blockchain. They are as follows: OTZ Gallery, Rhubarb, Clay Oglesby, That 70s Robot, Meta Anon, Rhinelf, Vishal Gulia, Vesna Sularin, Night 10, and The Store. And the top diamond creators over the last 24 hours, according to our friends at Altum Base, and these are people who receive the most diamonds or tips on their posts and their replies on the DeSo blockchain. And they are as follows: Darmiantro 5, Javinaja, Malt Chris, Photographer's Corner, Be It Me, Not You, AK Gress, Authenticator, Nader, Ask the Audience, and Mick Marsh. So congrats to all those people.
Lots of new people. I think a few of those top ones were newbies. I don't know how they got so many diamonds, but that's awesome. And we weren't on the list.
Huh.
So
Good.
I want to touch on the welcome back page on OpenProsper. OpenProsper provides a list of people who have been gone for over 30 days from DeSo blockchain, who have come back to take some sort of action, made a transaction on DeSo. And yesterday we got to see several OGs come back, and that included Think Different, Wilfred Chung, Arts, Douglas, Sista Fund, Wallow, and Meep Meep. All OGs of DeSo who have been super valuable to the community over the last year to year and a half who took a little break, but it appears that they are back, hopefully back to stay.
Yeah, so what are today's events?
Thanks to Miss Katie Ann once again for providing us with this list. At 2 p.m. Eastern time on Twitter Spaces is Crypto Girls Space. Meet award-winning artist and crypto journalist William Laurent. That's with Fast Blocks. William Laurent's awesome. Definitely check out this Twitter Spaces at 2 p.m. William has so much great knowledge about the crypto space, about art, about just so many different things in life. And
I just want to cut in here really fast because William also just wrote an article and he messaged me about this yesterday, showing that the Ethereum Foundation changed their website in some unique ways to kind of change the date of when certain things with the merge will be happening. Let me just read what he said here, because I think he's doing a great job writing these articles and really kind of staying on top of the Ethereum merge, as well as just the crypto space. And he said, we caught the Ethereum Foundation quietly updating their website concerning the Shanghai upgrade, a move that looks darn shady if you are staking Ethereum. And they removed timeframes for staked Ethereum withdrawals. So keep it up, William. I think you're an asset to the crypto community and you're doing great things.
Sounds interesting. I'd like to learn more about that. So moving on at 2 p.m. Eastern time also is Creator Coins with Ben Ursing on Biput. Ben Ursing, another great knowledgeable mind in the crypto space, in the VC world, really. And he's going to be talking Creator Coins on Biput at 2 p.m. And that's, of course, at 3:25 p.m. Eastern time is Nader's speech from Mainnet. If you're in New York, definitely attend. If you aren't, it's going to be virtual. And again, like Brian said, I don't know if it's going to be live or if it's going to be recorded and then you can watch it later, but it's definitely taking place today. Everybody, have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend, and we will talk to you tomorrow.